What's going on, people? ZPCI Assassin here from 4Guys with Quarters, bringing my final thoughts / reviews on Halo Wars 2. If you haven't seen my first impression video yet, check the description down below to see that video first. The game is separated into three parts: multiplayer, campaign, and blitz. It may seem like a lot of content, but the campaign is separated into 12 missions. I completed it in about 6 or so hours. The story was alright. When you get to see the cutscenes, that is when the story starts getting really good. But the further you get into the campaign and cutscenes are very limited, the story seems to be very lacking. Some of the missions are a lot alike. You either defend a key point like a base or a unit, or sometimes it feels like you are playing a domination game mode. On top of that, the game puts challenges throughout the missions to try and force you to do stuff that maybe you wouldn't do, which then if you are a completionist, you might have to go back a few times in order to complete said objective. The multiplayer only has 3 game modes: Strongholds, a 3v3 match that gives you unlimited resources and all the upgrades; Domination, there are key points on the maps that you have to take over. The more you have, the more points you get. Last game mode is Deathmatch, a typical RTS game mode that starts you off with an empty base, a small amount of resources, and your objective is to kill the enemy bases. I've found that the multiplayer or the entire game is made for people who may not play these type of games. Matches don't last that long except when you get a really good enemy team. The game relies more on the action and not more on the strategies that RTS games give you. Seems like the devs got on the lazy side for the upgrades. Almost every unit has one upgrade or none at all. If you want your units to be better, there's an entire upgrade for that type of unit that gives you more health and damage. As for the maps, the textures might look different, but they all basically play the same, which can be very boring. Blitz mode is a new thing Microsoft seems to like to show off. It's a card-based game with a pair of game modes, played on one map. Let me repeat that. Blitz is played on one single map. That game type is separated into 2 similar game modes. The first one puts you against human player in a 1v1, a 2v2, or a 3v3 domination-like game mode. If you hold 2 of the 3 flags, you earn points. Last game mode is Blitz Firefight. It's the same as the first game mode, except you're fighting against waves of enemy AI. Just like any newer game mode, the game is plagued by one issue: the microtransactions. If you spend money on card packs, you earn cards to place on the Blitz battlefield. If you have a duplicate of a card, that card levels up to give you an upgrade for damage, health, range, etc., making Blitz a play-to-win game. If you play a person who spends $100 on the game, his units will be way better than yours in almost every way. Even with me being really negative about this game, I'm still quite enjoying the game. The somewhat strategies you can make out are fun to plan out, and watching your entire army go against another person's army to see you win are quite enjoyable. As for rating it, I would give it a 7.75. Halo Wars 2 lost some of the magic that made the first Halo Wars game excellent, and work well for both casuals and hardcore RTS fans. For a Halo fan, Halo Wars 2 is something you might want to pick up if you want to experience more Halo, other than Master Chief all the time. Make sure to leave a comment down below on your thoughts of the Halo Wars 2 review, and just Halo Wars 2 in general. Leave a like and subscribe for more 4Guys with Quarters content like this in the future.